Do you like my hair? I did it myself. Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So, there's the age-old question. Older than me, probably older than my mother and my grandmother, etc. And that question is, can I touch your hair? And I would argue that regardless of who you ask, 99 times out of 100, the answer is no. If you're asking me, 100 times out of 100, the answer is no. And in this video, we're going to explore why. But before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. I make anywhere from rant videos like this to pop socket videos to how to make money online videos. And with all that being said, let's get into this week's video. So this video is going to be broken into two parts and some subsections of those parts. I'm gonna try and keep it as organized as possible. So part one is why you can't touch my hair, and part two is some stories of times that people have touched my hair to really drive the point home. So part 1A, and that is when my hair is fake, like when it's not natural, when I have it done up, when I bought my hair from the store, why you can't touch it. So you see this hairstyle, this is not the hairstyle that I had last week. If you want to check out last week's video or just look at the thumbnail of last week's video, that's what my hair looked like. This is what it looks like now. So the whole process from going from that hairstyle to this hairstyle took a grand total of 5 hours. When you take into consideration taking out that hair, combing out my hair, washing my hair, combing it out again, putting on a hair mask, washing out the hair mask, combing out my hair again, and then doing this, those 8 steps all took 5 hours. From 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. to get this, okay? And you see, my analogy is when you go to a museum, you don't just walk around and touch stuff. Why? Because they're masterpieces. It's somebody's work of art. It's something that took somebody a very long time to do. So you don't just walk around and put your mangy little hands all over everything, right? So while this isn't worth $14 million, it is my masterpiece that took me a long time to do. So don't just walk around and touch it. Like, it took me a while. Don't just be like, oh, wow, so cute. And now my hair is like this, because you decided that you were going to do that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I just got my ring caught in my hair, so I might have just ruined my own hair. And that's exactly what happens when other people touch my hair. They just be acting all rough, petting me like I'm a dog, and that ain't it. And part 1B, when my hair is natural, let me tell you something about my hair. My hair does not like to stay down. It likes to stick up. So if I have manipulated my hair in a way to get it to not defy gravity, that took a very long time, and it can be very easily transformed back into its original form. So for example, let's say that I have straightened my hair, which I haven't done in a very long time, over 5 years, but let's just pretend that I have straightened my hair. Let's pretend that this is a piece of my straightened hair. If you go like that spot that you just touched, it's frizzy now. It's frizzy. You want to know why? Because everybody has oils on their hands, natural oils to keep your skin all moisturized and such, right? And so when you touch my hair, the oils from your hand get onto my hair and it makes it frizzy. So it's like, while straightening my hair doesn't take 5 hours, it could take like over an hour. So I do my hair, get it all done up, spend over an hour on it, and you can literally reverse my hair back to its natural texture in 2 seconds. Let me tell you something. I don't even touch my own hair. Like, I touch my own hair when I'm styling it, obviously, because it's impossible to style your hair without touching it. But other than that, once my hair is done and it looks the way I want it to, I do not touch my hair, because Even I have oils on my hands that is going to revert my hair. Even I am wearing a ring that can get caught in my hair and mess it up. Okay? So if I don't even give myself permission to touch my own hair, why do you think that you can? And another thing, okay, what this goes, I guess this is part 1C, whether my hair is natural or fake, okay? I don't think you understand how hard it is to maintain a style overnight. Like, I typically get my hair done on a Saturday or so. So if you see my hair on a Monday and it's still looking nice, the parts are still sleek, the hair is still down and tight, sleek, straight, the curls aren't frizzy, all that stuff, let me tell you how I made it from Saturday to Monday with my hair still looking intact, okay? I slept on my face. I slept on my face. Saturday night, I slept on my face. Sunday night, I slept on my face so that I could pull up on Monday with my hair looking nice. Okay? And then so for you to come up, see me 9 a.m. on Monday and then get your ring all caught up in my hair and mess it up after I suffocated myself for 2 nights in a row, no, that's not gonna work. Literally, do you wanna know how I sleep? You know how when you put your head down on your desk like this? That's how I sleep. Arms up, forehead on arms. Because if I sleep on my back, I ruined the curls. If I sleep on my side, I ruin the bantu knots. I sleep on my face. So for me to sustain this hair for 48 hours and for you to literally ruin it in 2 seconds, no. That doesn't work. No. And another thing, I'm sorry, but you know how I was saying, like, everybody has natural oils on their hands. Like, it's just natural. It's not that your hands are dirty. No, let me tell you something. Your hands are dirty. Not just yours, mine too. Everybody's hands are dirty. Think about how many things you touch in a day. You touch a doorknob, you touch the door to your bedroom, you touch a fork, a plate, the steering wheel to your car, you touch your phone, you touch your laptop, you touch your cat, you touch your dog, you touch money. Think about how dirty money is. I would argue that money is the dirtiest object because think about how many thousands of people have touched that $10 bill that's in your wallet right now. Thousands of people, because somebody gave it to that cashier when they were paying for something, and then that cashier gave it to you as change, and then you go out and you buy something else with that $10, and then that cashier gives it to somebody else. You know when you get like a bill and it's all like crumpled up and torn up a little bit and maybe there's writing on it even though you're not supposed to write on money, but whatever, it's been through the ringer. At that point, when you get that crumpled up, ripped up, written on piece of money, you're like the 1,001st person to touch that. Okay? So you just touched all those things. You touched your cat, your dog, your doorknob, your steering wheel, your money, and then you touched my hair. That's gross. That's gross. So that's part 1. All the reasons why you shouldn't touch my hair. Because 1, it ruins it. And 2, I don't know what your hands have been. So, that's part 1. Part 2, I'm going to give you 2 stories. These are not the only 2 stories, but 2 stories that have stuck in my mind very vividly of times when people have touched my hair. So we're going to go back about 6 years. June of 2013, I was 14. I was in the 8th grade and I was on my grade 8 grad trip, right? And so we were going to Ottawa, which is about 4 hours from Toronto, which is where I live. And about midway, we had a pit stop, whether you wanted to go to the bathroom, grab some lunch, whatever. So me and one of my friends, we decided to go to the McDonald's. So we're standing in line at the McDonald's, and then I feel some tugging on my hair. And so I'm just like I was angry because at this point, even only being 14 years old, this is the 100th higher number of times that somebody has touched my hair, somebody that I don't know. So I'm upset about it and I'm like about to go off. I turn around and it's this old lady. She's like 70 plus. And you see, I didn't yell at Gertrude. You want to know why? Because she was like 70 something and like, I don't want to be the reason that Gertrude dies. Like, everybody's going to die eventually. But, like, I don't want to yell at Gertrude and then she has a heart attack and then I ended up being the reason why she died. So I didn't yell at Gertrude. So I just stood there like, And then Gertrude just like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. It's so nice, whatever, whatever. Then, like 30 seconds after, out comes her daughter from the bathroom. She walks around the corner and she's like, oh no, mom, you can't just be touching random people's hair. So I'm like, okay, finally, somebody with some sense. So then let's pretend this is Gertrude's hand. This is Gertrude's daughter's hand. Okay, so Gertrude's hand is all up on my hair. Her daughter reaches for her hand to pull it away from my hair, but then her hand grazes my hair. And then she's like, wait, your hair is nice. So now I have Gertrude and Gertrude's daughter touching my hair in the middle of a McDonald's. I am 14 years old in a city that I don't know, and I have this 70-plus-year-old woman and this 30-plus-year-old woman touching my hair in the middle of a McDonald's. Do you know how uncomfortable that is for a 14-year-old? Like, I'm literally a child. And I have two random adults who I've never seen before, and I've never seen again, two random people that I met in passing, touching my hair. Okay? So that's one instance. Another instance is 2 years prior to that when I was 12. So as you know, I'm an athlete. And so at the time I was going to the gym. I wasn't like lifting or anything. I was mainly doing cardio. And so I had finished my workout and I went to the bathroom, right? So I use the bathroom, whatever. And then I'm at the sink washing my hands. Then this woman, she comes out of the stall and she sees me and she's like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. And then she starts touching my hair. And the only thing that is going through my mind is, did this woman wash her hands? Like, I'm just thinking she came straight out of the stall and now she's touching my hair. Did I miss something? Like, did she like wash her hands real quick and like I didn't notice, or like what's going on? Like, I'm just frozen there. Like, did she wash her hands? Did she wash her hands? Did she wash her hands? That's all that's going through my mind, my 12-year-old mind. Did this woman wash her hands? And she's like, yeah, oh my gosh, love it. And then she turns to the sink and starts washing her hands, which means she didn't do so before touching my hair. This random lady, once again, like 30 plus, came out of a bathroom stall. She wiped something. I don't know if it was the front or the back. I don't care. She wiped something, came over, touched my head, and then washed her hands. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Firstly, you're a grown woman and you shouldn't be touching a child, firstly. But you should especially not be touching her with your poo hands. Like, that's disgusting. Do you not realize what you just did? Don't you realize the room that you're in? Like, that's so gross. Those two instances are like seared into my brain. One, the first story, because I'm literally just by myself, me and my friend, we're both 14, and then we have these random two adults just touching me. And then this other one is the most disgusting person that I know of who has touched my hair. And it's like, you want to know the worst part? Do you want to, something that you may not have noticed that both of these stories had in common is they didn't even ask. It's gotten to the point where people don't even ask anymore. People don't say, can I touch your hair? They just do it. So the overarching question of this video was, can I touch your hair? To which, for me, the answer is no. But now people aren't even asking the question. So I can't even say no because you're not even asking anymore, which in my opinion is way worse. And like, this is what I think's happening. People now know, oh, it's not acceptable to touch people's hair. And I know that if I ask them, they're going to say no. So if I don't ask, then they can't say no. Therefore, if they didn't say no, then it's a yes. Like, people are using some next level twisted logic to justify touching random people, even if those people are children, which I was in both of these stories. They do whatever kind of math, whatever kind of equation in their head to make it okay for them to touch you. And it's like, this happens so often. Those are just two very prevalent memories of mine, but this happens almost every single time I stand in line. It has happened when I stood in line at a grocery store. It's happened if I stood in line at an amusement park. Like, any time where somebody is standing directly behind me for some period of time, they somehow get fascinated by my head top and feel the need to touch it. And they think like, oh, well, like it's not like you actually have nerves in your hair. Like you're not gonna feel it. So I'm not actually touching you. So I can do it. No, because the thing is, I can still feel you touching my hair. Because while I might not have nerves in my hair, I have nerves in my scalp. So when you, random person, are tugging on my hair, yeah, I know that you're touching it and it's rude and it's gross and I don't know who you are. I don't know where your hands have been. I don't know you. Do you know how many people who have touched my hair that is the only time I've ever seen them. They are just a random human, random encounter, touched my hair and left. Hundreds of people who I do not know and will never know have touched my head top at some point in time. Do you know how like unsettling it is knowing that like there is a chance that you're just going to go out and live your daily life and random people are going to touch you and they think it's okay? Because that's my life. So yeah, I know that this is a topic that has probably been talked about a lot, and I don't think it's ever been talked about positively. I have never heard someone say, you know what I love? When random strangers just come up to me and touch my hair. Like, I spent 5 hours on my hair and like now it's ruined because their ring got caught on it, and like that person who just like wiped their butt, yeah, they came over and touched my hair too. It was so great. Like I loved it. It was so great. Nobody has ever said that. I don't care if your hands are the cleanest hands in the world. I don't care if you just washed them and put hand sanitizer on them and put them in boiling water. I don't care what you did. I don't care if you killed all the germs on your hand. Don't touch my hair because I don't know you. And this doesn't go for, let's say, like my hair's at my shoulders right now. Typically my hair is like down past, like in my back, right? So let's say that you hug me and you touch my hair. That doesn't count. That is fine. That is like, that's whatever. But I mean, like if you're standing here and I'm standing here and there's no touching happening and you're just like, I'm going to exclusively touch you on your hair. No, like if you make the conscious decision to touch my hair, not, oh, I'm hugging you and my hand brushed against your hair. No, you made the conscious decision to touch my hair. That's when it becomes a problem. Let me tell you, for all you people out there who just, your life can't go on unless you touch random hair. Like, oh, I'm not accustomed to that texture. I must touch it. For those of you people who you'll die if you don't touch hair texture that you've never touched before, let me tell you what you need to do. You see this hair? It didn't grow from my scalp. I bought it from the store. This is what you need to do. You need to go to the hair store, whether it's a Clores or a beauty supply store or wherever. You need to go to a store that sells hair. You need to go find this hair. This is Free Tress, okay? That's the brand. Go find the Free Tress curls, okay? Buy a pack of hair, buy a bundle. Go in there, buy a bundle. Then go home, open the package, and then touch it all you want. That's what you need to do. You do not touch the hair when it is attached to the person's head. That's what we're not gonna do. Go to the store, buy it yourself, and you can touch it as much as you want. That's what you need to do. You need to go to the hair store. You need to spend your own money. Don't be touching the hair that I spent my money on. Go spend your own money, buy yourself a bundle, touch the hair as much as you want, since you're so curious. So yeah, that's all for this week's video. I hope that this enlightened some people who are a little bit too handsy, a little bit too comfortable with people who they don't know, who they just so happen to be standing in line behind. Yeah, I hope that this enlightened you. If it did, and if you enjoyed this video or if you learned something, be sure to give this a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, or if you think that there's somebody who needs to see this, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday, and I'll see you next Monday with a new video.